Would you like to 10x your productivity and stop feeling so overworked and overwhelmed? Welcome to the Extreme Productivity Podcast with New York Times bestselling author and Inc. 500 entrepreneur, Kevin Kruse.
Welcome to the show, everyone. Kevin Kruse here, coming at you from a blistering hot Philadelphia summer day. It's a good reminder to stay hydrated. 1% dehydration can have an impact on your ability to focus, to concentrate, to think creatively, to make good decisions. Remember that half U hydration. Take your body weight in pounds, divide it in half, and that is how many ounces of water you need to be drinking each day. But that's not the theme of today's show. It was just on my mind. Hey, listen, in the last episode, we talked about how you can get it all done. List all those things you want to be doing and then how to process them so you actually get them done. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about how you can concentrate in a noisy, open office environment. But first, I got to remind you, if you haven't done it already, please leave a quick, honest review on iTunes. It'll mean the world to me, and it will tell iTunes to let other people know about this show. If time is life, you will literally be saving people's lives, saving them time with your review. And by the way, when you do that, send me an email, let me know, kevin@kevinkruse.com, and I'll send you a free gift, either a t-shirt or an autographed book or something fun like that. So, reader question came in that says, hey, I'm working in an open office environment that is distracting and noisy. How can I maintain my concentration in such an environment? So this comes my way a lot because especially among tech firms and creative firms, it seems like the open office environment is very trendy. And in theory, it's because without walls, without cubicles, it facilitates communication, teamwork, keeps everybody aligned, knowing what's going on. Now, some cynical people, I'm not saying I'm one of them, but some cynical people would say, hey, it also saves a lot of money when you're not buying all those walls and cubes and building that out. And it's more about cost savings. Either way, one of the downsides is those offices are noisy. And so if you're trying to do deep work, concentrated work, it can be a real problem to concentrate and to get productive. So here's the thing, when we're talking about focus, there's different types of attention. We have reactive attention, where we react to changes in sound, light, motion, or we have focused attention. That's the deep thinking part. Now, biologically, we are wired to be more reactive with our attention. That's what keeps us alive. It's when we were cavemen, it would tell us the rustling in the bushes was maybe a tiger and we needed to get out of there. Now it's, hearing the horn of the bus getting ready to run us over when we're playing Pokemon Go. My 16-year-old daughter always makes fun of how I say that. Pokemon Go. She says I say it funny. Anyway, so here's the thing. Biologically, we're going to lose in an open office environment unless we can control that environment, unless we can take out the noise. So this isn't rocket science, but to control a noisy environment, the cheapest thing you could do is to take your smartphone and your earbuds and play non-distracting music or sounds. Some people like to play classical music, things that don't have any words. I like to play things that are not music at all. You can, if you're on Spotify or Pandora or whatever, you can get rainfall or thunderstorms. You can even search on white noise, and white noise is just kind of this hissing sound that sort of kind of calms the brain and helps you to block out all these other sounds that come through. Better than that, but more expensive, is actually buying noise canceling headphones. So you can get them from Bose. I think the best rated brands are like $300, so they're not cheap. But they cancel out 90 to 95% of background noise. Now, the other thing in an open environment, that's the sound, but it's the people, the physical things in the environment. More and more people are putting up signs to let people know that they don't want to be disturbed. I've seen people literally steal the door hanger, the do not disturb sign out of a hotel, and then they put it on their desk or tape it up outside their cube to let people know to leave them alone. You can actually go on Amazon and search around. There's that yellow caution tape that will keep people out of your cube or away from your desk. And the only other thing, so that's controlling our environment, the external. The way you can attack this with the internal to increase your focused attention, there's two ways to do it. One is adopt work sprints. So rather than trying to just work, say, 4 hours straight from 8 o'clock in the morning to noon where you're going to go on lunch, or come back after lunch and just work hard until it's time to go home, the most productive people are the ones that take more breaks. The Pomodoro method is sort of a well-known system where you would work for 25 minutes without interruptions, without multitasking. Don't be checking that email. But then at the 25-minute mark, no matter what you're doing, you pop up and take a 5-minute break. Breathe, go for a walk, drink some water. If you have to, do a quick email check-in, but that's not ideal. And then you go back to another working jam session, another work sprint for 25 minutes. There are variations on that theme. Some research suggests that longer work sprints around 50 minutes with a 10 to 15 minute break is better. That works better for me. I find that 25 minutes, I've just gotten into the zone, that flow state. I'm really productive, and it bugs me to have to get up and take a break. But by 50 minutes, I'm ready. Even if I think I could go further, I stand up, wake up, breathe. That's better. Do what's right for you. Work sprints. The only other thing, and it's going to sound weird to a lot of people, but if you want to concentrate better in a distracting environment, meditate in the morning. 5 minutes minimum, 20 minutes ideal. Meditation is sort of like a workout, like you go to the gym to strengthen your muscles. Meditation is about really maintaining focus. It's not necessarily about getting spiritual or getting deep. When you're meditating right, and you're either counting your breaths or picturing something or chanting, you're purposely not responding to that little itch on your nose that you have, or the sound that you heard your kids make down the hall, or that thought for a new business idea or a new book or a new whatever, or the fact that you've got to go buy something at the grocery store. You just notice that the thought has occurred. You notice that the itch is happening, and you just let it go and you keep meditating. This is hard to do. Meditation is very difficult. But it builds like a muscle. You start with a minute, and then 2 minutes, and then 5 minutes. That becomes 10 minutes, and then 20 minutes. And you'll start to find that you can maintain focus in a really noisy, distracting environment quite easily. So that's it. More and more of us are working in these open office environments, for better or for worse. And you need to control your external environment and strengthen your internal. So use those earbuds, use those signs to keep people away, and then think about those work sprints and possibly strengthening your focus muscle, your attention muscle, through the practice of meditation. Hope you got some value out of that this week, and I hope you'll check out on Amazon.com my book, 15 Secrets Successful People Know About Time Management. That's the one where I interviewed, hundreds of entrepreneurs and billionaires and Olympic athletes, straight A students and more, and just picked their brain and found out what are their secrets to extreme productivity. That's it. Until next week, remember, master your minutes to master your life.